Hey everybody, welcome to PBM's Video Entertainment, and welcome back to another episode of Veggietales Home Media Reviews. In this video, we're going to be talking about the very first Veggietales theatrical movie, and I'm of course talking about Jonah, a Veggietales movie. So without further ado, let's jump into the history of Jonah, a Veggietales movie. So Jonah was originally released in a Hollywood movie theater back in August 14th of 2002, and then it came out as a regular theatrical release 2 months later on October 4th of 2002. And overall, this movie received mixed to positive reviews from critics and grossed $25.6 million against a $14 million production budget. Then on March 4th of 2003, it was finally released onto home media, and you can either get it on VHS or DVD, and the one on the right is the alternative cover. Then on February 26th of 2008, the DVD copy was re-released by Word Entertainment. Then on March 8th of 2011, it was re-released by Lionsgate, and you could either get it on DVD or as a combo pack, Blu-ray and DVD. Then on October 16th of 2018, the DVD copy was re-released by Universal Studios. Then on November 8th of 2022, the DVD copy was re-released by STS. Then December 20th of 2022, the Blu-ray copy was re-released by STS. And now we got the history part done, we will now jump into my copies of Jonah, a Veggietales movie. Alrighty, we will now jump into my copies of Jonah, a Veggietales movie. So, obviously we're going to start off with the VHS copy like we always do. So here we have the VHS copy of Jonah. So, take a look at the front post art. It looks really nice. On the top here we have, it says, playful, high-spirited, and unmistakably amusing, says LA Times. Big Ideas Jonah Veggietales movie title card, and then I think we could see the whale's tail. And then here we have Khalil. Here we have Archibald as Jonah, and then here we have Pirate Larry, Pirate Lunt, Pirate Paul Grape. And then here we have, I think that one's Jean-Claude. Yeah, because I think in the movie Jean-Claude wore the red one, and then Philippe wore the blue one. I think I might be wrong. I think Jean-Claude wore the blue one. Yeah. I'm not sure, I know who Jean-Claude and Philippe are. It's just in the movie, I'm not sure which of them wore the red one or which one wore the blue one. Anyways, here we have Junior Asparagus. And here we have Bob the Tomato, and they're all in this this yellow raft or tube, whatever you call it. The spine, Big Ideas Jonah, Veggietales Movies. Scrolling down here, Kirk Bafov Khalil, Big Idea logo, FHE Pictures, Artistine. I'm not sure how you pronounce that company. Anyways, Laugh Out Loud, Lunacy. Says Joe Leon. Sorry, I'm bad with last names. From San Francisco Examiner. And then here we have one of the year's most entertaining films. Delightful, imaginative, and stunningly original, says Michael Medved. Sorry, again, I am bad with pronouncing last names and stuff like that. Anyways, this person's from SRN Radio Network. Then here we have the blurb. And of course, here we have The Pirates Don't Do Anything. Includes hilarious, never-before-seen outtakes. Then here we have scenes from the film. The movie's rated G in the United States and Canada. Running time is approximately 83 minutes. And here's tape. And I'm not seeing a print. I think I see a print date, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to read, actually. So I'm not sure if I can make this. Not sure if I can make this out whatsoever, but yeah. But I know Jonah, like, the home media product was originally released in 2003, I know for a fact. Anyways, next we have the alternative DVD cover from 2003. Anyways, here we have 2-disc collector's edition. Yeah, in red. Yeah, the original copy, it's like in white, like the top and bottom parts, while the alternative cover, which is this one, has like red going on top and bottom. 2-disc collector's edition, and then front poster art's similar to the VHS copy. DVD video logo, and then same thing just like with the VHS copy. Spine, Big Ideas, Jonah Veggietales movie, Kirk Khalil, DVD video logo. Here we have the same logos at the bottom of the spine, then the back. Blurb if you want to pause, read all this. And here's disc 1, just talks about what's on disc 1, stuff like that. And here we have disc 2 right here. Then, yep, here we have the Pirates Didn't Do Anything, and then, I mean, of course, this was used, so obviously it came like this, so, yeah. Here we have scenes from the film, and then rated G. Yeah. Here's disc 1. Disc 1 is the feature film with a few bonus material, with a few special features. And then disc 2 is, yeah, the special features, basically the bonus material. And of course, yeah, the DVDs, both DVDs are region 1. Last but not least, here we have the Lionsgate Blu-ray copy of Jonah Veggietales movie. So how did I get this, you may ask? Well, I got this at a movie train company years ago. And yeah, I got this for like, I want to say like $8, which is a pretty good deal, because I remember seeing this, like, this copy, like, on eBay or Amazon, and they were selling this for, like, what, over $20, which is ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Anyways, on top, here we have Blu-ray, DVD, combo pack, Blu-ray disc logo, and then front poster art's basically similar to the one that it's on VHS and DVD. Here you have the spine. Here you have Kirk Khalil, which is on the top instead of the bottom. Then at the bottom part, here we have Blu-ray disc logo, Big Idea logo, Lionsgate. Same thing on this spine, and then here we have the back. Blurb if you want to pause and read all this. Here we have disc 1, disc 2 going on. And the back is of course similar to the DVD copy, except they did this in Blu-ray size, if you know what I mean. And just like with all the VeggieTales Blu-rays, they're all region free. So yeah, so the Jonah movie Blu-ray, it's region free, so have no worries. And the DVD, it is region 1, just a reminder. And then here's what it looks like without the slipcover. Anyways, let's have a look at the discs. So here we have Blu-ray of the film, region free, and then here we have the DVD of the film, region 1. Oh, and the case, it's eco-friendly. Man, does this not want to go back in the spine? There we go. Much better. So, there'll be 4 different menu tours for Jonah. So, what's going to happen is we're going to start with the disc 1 DVD from this one. Then we'll start off with the disc 2, which is the special features. Then we'll jump into the Lionsgate DVD copy, which is in this one. Then do the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy. So first, we're going to do the menu tour for disc 1. Alrighty, we have now jumped into the menu tour for Jonah Veggietales movie. This is disc 1 of the original DVD copy. So here we have play movie, chapters, audio commentary, and settings. Is there any Easter eggs whatsoever? Nope. let's go to chapters like we always do. So for our chapter selection, so we have 24 scenes to choose from. Yeah, 24 scenes to choose from. And then here we have audio commentary. Let's have a look at that real quick. So here we have audio commentary. You could do Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki, or Meek Owens and Mark Volcano. And then you could do Larry and Mr. Lunt. Or of course you could do switch commentary on or off. And yeah. For our settings, so let's have a look at audio options. So we have 2.0 stereo and 5.1 digital surround. For viewing options, we have full screen or widescreen of the movie. And then you can do English subtitles, or you can watch this in Spanish dub instead of English dub if you like. And then once you're done with the settings, you can return to the movie. And that's it for the menu tour for Disc 1. Now we'll jump into Disc 2 of Jonah, a Veggietales movie. Alrighty, here we have the bonus disc for Jonah, Veggietales movie. This is the menu tour for the bonus material. So here we have behind the scenes, the music, bonus material, trailers and previews, and fun stuff. Any Easter eggs whatsoever? Yes, we do. I think it's probably going to show like behind the scene or something like that. Anyways, let's have a look at the behind the scenes, shall we? So here we have the making the movie, the studio process, big idea tour, Jonah and the Bible, Khalil, addictions, and then character bios. Let's have a look at the character bios, shall we? So here we have Larry the Cucumber. And then, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, how for like each character it shows like the first appearance, and then favorite silly song, and so on and so forth. Pretty cool. And then here we have for Bob the Tomato. Then here we have Laura Carrot, Pa Grape, Mr. Lunt, Junior Asparagus, Archibald Asparagus, Khalil, and that is it on that part. Next, here we have the music. Let's have a look at that. So here we have the score, progression, reels. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, here we have Super Chick Pirates Remix, Belly of a Whale, and Billy Joe McGuffrey. Next, here we have the bonus material. So here we have outtakes in Spanish, progression rails, concept art, digital dailies, and extra countertop scenes. Which the extra countertop scenes, it's actually those are technically the scenes from Jonah Sing-Along Songs and More. Anyways, for trailers and previews, here we have Jonah teaser trailer. Then here we have Jonah, Little Joe, Larry Boy, 3 Twin Penguins, Jonah Game, and Jonah soundtrack. And for the fun stuff, here we have Khalil's Answering Machine, Jonah Sing-Along, Trivia Challenge, Interactive Storybook, Family Fun Activities, and DVD-ROM Fun. And that's it for the menu tour for the bonus disc. Now we'll jump into the menu tour for the 2011 Lionsgate DVD copy. Alright, so it turns out for the disc 1, or I'm sorry, the DVD Lionsgate copy of Jonah, like the menu tour, it's literally the exact same thing, just like with disc 1 right here. So pretty interesting to know. So obviously not going to bother with doing the menu tour for this one. So we're going to do the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy, the original Lionsgate Blu-ray copy of Jonah. Alrighty, so here we have the menu tour for the original Blu-ray copy of Jonah. So here we have play, setup, scene selections, special features, and bookmarks. Let's do scene selection like we always do. So just like with the DVD copy, there are 24 scenes to choose from. For our setup, here we have for audio, English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, or you could do Spanish 2.0. For our subtitles, here you could do English, English SDH, and you could do Spanish as well, or you could do English or Spanish subtitles, or of course you could do no subtitles whatsoever. For commentaries, you could do commentaries. You could basically you could do the one with Phil and Mike, or Amik and Mark, or of course Larry and Mr. Lunt. For our special features, so for our behind the scenes, here we have the studio process, Big Idea Tour, Jonah and the Bible, Khalil Auditions. For our music, it's just the Super Chick Pirate remix. For our bonus material, you can do outtakes in English or in Spanish, and then progression rails, or you can do digital dailies. And there's extra countertop scenes, which, like I said, this is literally the countertop scenes from Jonah Sing-Along songs and more. For our trailers and previews, we have Jonah teaser, Jonah game, and Jonah soundtrack. And then if you press also from Lionsgate, basically with that one it just shows a trailer from a stop motion biblical movie. And then y'all should know what Blu-ray bookmarks are all about. Anyways, that's it for the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy of Jonah. Now we'll jump to my review and thoughts on Jonah, a Veggietales movie. So overall, do I recommend Jonah, a Veggietales movie? Well, let's talk about the story plot first. So what is the story basically about? So in the beginning we see Bob Jr. and a couple of other veggies like heading to the Twippa concerts. But along the way they ran into like a couple of like mishaps and stuff like that. Like Junior's dad accidentally keeps hitting Bob in the head with the guitar, and then Laura's ticket got blown away, and then their tires were flattened by porcupines, and so they ended it up at a seafood restaurant. And so Bob and Junior's dad called for help, and meanwhile Junior, with of course being upset with like Laura because Laura was bragging about how she got a special ticket or something like that to meet Twippo and everything. And then Junior, he meets the pirates who don't do anything, and they heard about Junior and Laura's arguments and everything. So Paul Great tells Junior the story of Jonah and everything. So in the beginning of their story of Jonah, like the three pirates, they were like short on cash, and it seems obviously not doing anything wasn't paying off, of course, but then moving on to Jonah. So we all know like Jonah, he's a prophet of God, and he delivers God's messages. Like sometimes messages were good, sometimes they were bad, but when a prophet talks, everybody listens. So anyways, then one night, Jonah asks God if there was like anything new or whatever. Then God tells Jonah that he should go to Nineveh because, well, with Nineveh, there was like people that were being mean, and they lie, steal, and slap people with fishes and stuff like that. And that is no es bueno. if you know what I mean. Anyways, but Jonah, he doesn't want to go to Nineveh because he heard bad things about it and stuff like that. Then the next day, Jonah decides to like run away from God, and then he has an idea. He would go to Tarshish to like get far away from Nineveh and everything. And so Jonah, he asks the pirates who don't do anything for him to take. So sorry, words. Jonah asks the pirates to take him to Tarshish, and so it was arranged. And then Jonah, he still feels kind of bad about it, but but he thinks it's for the best. And then he ends up meeting a caterpillar named Khalil, which is kind of half true because Khalil's mother was a caterpillar and then his father was a worm. Anyways, the point is, so yeah, Jonah meets up with Khalil, and that's how they basically became good buddies. Yeah, good traveling buddies. Anyways, later on, a storm hits, and so Palgrave tells Jonah that they need to like basically they gotta go find some help or something like that, and then Palgrave says somebody up there must be really upset with someone down here. If y'all seen that part of the film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, so Palgrave has an idea. They could all play Go Fish, and the loser takes the swim. So at the end of the game, Jonah ends up losing the game, and Jonah tells the pirates that he was running away from God and running away from Nineveh and stuff like that. And yeah, but then after that, Jonah still has to, of course, take the swim and everything. And then whenever the storm was like gone, everything was fine until a whale eats up Jonah, and Jonah ends up in the whale, and he feels like pretty bad about it, and so he asks God to like forgive him for not obeying and everything. And then 3 days later, the whale spits up Jonah and Khalil, because Khalil kind of came along with Jonah. Anyways, so Jonah and Khalil made it to Nineveh, and then moving forward a little bit, Jonah tells the people of Nineveh to stop the fish slapping, stop being jerks, stop being rude, and blah blah blah. And so yeah, so everyone was happy. But then at the end, like Jonah, he still wanted God to blow up Nineveh and everything. And then Khalil tells Jonah that God forgave them, and he wasn't going to destroy Nineveh since they asked for forgiveness. They asked for a second chance, and yeah. But then Jonah, of course, still feels obviously like he still wants the Ninevites to be punished and stuff like that. And so after, of course, the story of Jonah, Twippo comes in, asks for directions, and then Bob and his friends like told Twippo everything about what had happened with their car accident and everything. But anyways, at the end, everyone forgave each other, and you know what to say. Everyone deserves a second chance. So what do I think about the story plot? So the story plot overall is pretty good, and definitely a good message about, you know, having second chances and, yeah, for forgiveness and stuff like that, you know. Anyways, so yeah, so overall, the story plot was pretty good, and I do like the few twists here and there, like the playing Go Fish and stuff like that. Thought that was clever, especially for a Veggietales film. Anyways, let's talk about the characters. So, so far, I think the only new character we got was, to the Veggietales franchise was Khalil the caterpillar. Yeah, I absolutely love him. He's definitely a great, lovable guy, and definitely a great ally to the veggies. And of course, in the film, we got, of course, Bob, Larry Jr., and Palgrave, Mr. Lunt, and a couple of others that we know from the show. So anyway, so overall, the new character Khalil's pretty good, and the characters that were put into the film, like Bob, Larry, and so on and so forth, I think they did a good job in the film. And now let's talk about let's talk about the animation. The animation overall, it's it's beautiful. It's really good. Like the scenery and the character designs are pretty good, and yeah, it's just the animation overall is just really spectacular. It's really good. Yeah, really good. Anyways, let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack's obviously really good too. And what would be my favorites? I would probably say I like Billy Joe McGuffrey, and I really like Belly of a Whale, which that played at the end credits of the film. And if I had to pick a third favorite, I want to say possibly Second Chances. Yeah, I like that one. And of course, I do like the music score in this too. Anyways, now to my final thoughts. So overall, do I recommend Jonah VeggieTales movie? The answer to that is absolutely. Like this is a pretty good VeggieTales theatrical film. Like honestly, I like it better than the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything movie. Like this one is just like, I don't know, like the animation's really good, and of course, this was, well, hear me out on this. Jonah VeggieTales movie was actually one of the first two VeggieTales DVDs that I owned, because yeah, the first two VeggieTales DVDs that I owned was the Ultimate Silly Song Countdown and Jonah VeggieTales movie. Yeah, those were the first two VeggieTales DVDs that I owned as a kid. And so yeah. But yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a stereotype or anything, but I personally think that every VeggieTales fan should own this movie. Like, regardless if you get this on VHS, DVD, or even Blu-ray, like, this film is just, it's really good overall. And, I mean, as a kid, I enjoyed this film for what it is, and as of today, I still think this is probably, like, one of the greatest, VeggieTales movies ever made. I mean, I know that so far we only got 2 theatrical VeggieTales movies, but out of the 2, this is the best one. So overall, I recommend you pick up Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Now, if you want to just get it on like DVD or something like that, please do not go over like $5 for it. And if you're just gonna go for the DVD copy, you better get the 2-disc collector's edition, because you're gonna get a lot of bonus features and stuff like that. Or of course, if you want to get the Blu-ray, I guess you can either go for this one or you could also get that 2022 reprint, because I heard that one has the Jonah sing-along songs and more, the full episode on that release, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But anyways, overall, Jonah VeggieTales movie is definitely a great film to watch, especially for VeggieTales fans. Anyways, that's going to do it for me, everybody, and the next episode will be on the Star of Christmas, so please stay tuned. See y'all next time. Bye.